Hey guys, it's me, Irene, back with another video. We're moving right along in our Hidden Figure series, and today's hidden figure is Alexa Canady. This is spelled Canady, which to me looks like Canady, but I'm pretty sure it's Canady. Alexa Canady, she is a retired medical doctor. She was the first. Now, there are conflicting reports. Some reports say that she's the first woman as well as the first African American to become a neurosurgeon. Some other reports say that she was just the first African American to become a neurosurgeon. I'm going to read you guys a little bit of information about her, and then we can kind of decide how we feel about that. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into it. Alexa Irene Canady is a retired American medical doctor specializing in neurosurgery. She was born in Lansing, Michigan, and earned both her bachelor's and medical degree from the University of Michigan. After completing her residency at the University of Minnesota in 1981, she became the first Black person to become a neurosurgeon. This came after the first American woman was board certified in neurosurgery in 1960. So now this says that the first American woman was board certified in neurosurgery in 1960, but I think Alexa Canady, became the first practicing woman neurosurgeon. So I kind of think that she deserves that title of first woman neurosurgeon. I kind of feel like that's some hate. I kind of feel like that's some Black woman hate, people not wanting to give her that, but let's continue. Canady specialized in pediatric neurosurgery and was the chief of neurosurgery at the Children's Hospital in Michigan from 1987 until her retirement in 2001. In addition to surgery, she also conducted research and was a professor of neurosurgery at Wayne State University. After her retirement, she moved to Florida and maintained part-time practice at Pensacola's Sacred Heart Hospital. In 1989, Canady was inducted into the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame, and in 1993, she also received the American Medical Women's Association's President's Award. So I'm going to read you guys a little bit more about her. She was born November 7th, 1950. And what I'm reading you guys right now is from the African American Registry, which of course there will be links in the description box. And this has her listed as Alexa Canady, first female and first Black resident in neurosurgery. So this has her listed as the first woman as well as the first Black neurosurgeon, which, like I said, I'm kind of inclined to give her that. Canady was the first woman and first African American to become a neurosurgeon in America. See, like, she didn't just get certified, she became a practicing neurosurgeon. From Lansing, Michigan, Alexa Irene Canady is the daughter of Elizabeth Hortense Canady and Clinton Canady Jr. Young Canady and her brother grew up outside Lansing and were the only two Black students in the entire school. Despite obstacles, Canady was an exceptional student and named a National Achievement Scholar in 1967. She attended the University of Michigan, getting her bachelor's degree in 1971, and then she received her medical degree cum laude in 1975 at the University of Michigan Medical School. Canady interned at Yale's New Haven Hospital from 1975 to 1976, and an example of her non-recognition due to being Black and a woman came on her first day of her residency at Yale. She was appointed as the first female and first Black person to a residency in neurosurgery, and as she began making her rounds, a hospital administrator referred to her as the new equal opportunity package. Despite the remark, Canady viewed her accomplishment as a double achievement for herself and both women and African Americans. And what do we call that, kids? A microaggression. From there, she went to the University of Minnesota in neurosurgery from 1976 to 81, and she also worked at the University of Pennsylvania Children's Hospital from 1981 to 82. Besides Canady's positions as director of pediatric neurosurgery, she also worked to change the perspective of how African Americans were viewed, both as patients as well as physicians. She claims a major medical problem for Black people stems from the scarcity of research targeting their specific health concerns and needs. She's right. I mean, we've talked before on this channel about how, doctors don't, like, there have been studies proven, there will be links in the description box, there have been studies that prove that white doctors believe that their Black patients feel less pain This has been proven that they are less likely to prescribe appropriate pain medication, that they are less likely to believe when a Black person says, I'm experiencing pain, when a Black person says, I have these symptoms, when a Black person says, this is how I feel. It's been proven. Studies have proven that white doctors are less likely to believe Black patients. They're less likely to treat Black patients with care and empathy. They don't feel it. They don't have it for us. So she, it's amazing that she was working with kind of this double consciousness of like, I have this consciousness of myself as a Black physician and what that means and how people view me, but I also have this consciousness for my Black patients not getting the care and respect that they deserve. So kudos to her. In 1975, Canady was elected to Alpha Omega Alpha Honorary Medical Society. In 1983, she was Teacher of the Year, Children's Hospital of Michigan, and in 1991, Dr. Canady was honored as Alumni, University of Michigan. She holds 2 honorary degrees, a Doctorate of Humane Letters from the University of Detroit Mercy, awarded in 1997, and a Doctor of Science degree from the University of Southern Connecticut, awarded in 1999. She also received the Children's Hospital of Michigan's Teacher Award again in 1984 and was inducted into the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame in 1989. In 1993, she received the American Medical Women's Association President's Award, and in 1994, the Distinguished Service Award from Wayne State University Medical School. In 2002, the Detroit News named her Michiganer of the Year. Yay! So I'm going to read you guys a couple of quotes from Alexa Canady, like Kennedy, not Canady, which is what I would say. Dr. Canady believes that surgery is a service business. You provide a service as unobtrusively as possible, but you must be human. In order to provide good quality care, it is so important that patients are able to talk to you and not regard you as some deity above them. Awesome. A lot of doctors do not feel that way. They feel like they're up here and the patients are down here, especially if the patients are Black. You have to be cognizant of the fact that, like, number one, medical field is racist against Black people, like bar none. Like, historically, we've been tested on, we've been dissected, like, we've been, the father of modern gynecology used to cut open slaves without anesthesia, like slave women, to like examine their anatomy and like look at their bodies and like look at their organs. Like the duck-billed speculum, which is still used on women to this day at the gynecologist's office, was, created by testing on slave women, like the Tuskegee experiment, where even after penicillin became available, they like let these people go for like decades with fucking syphilis, decimating a whole entire community just to kind of like see what would happen. Like, oh, let's just see what happens, Historically, medicine has not been something that Black people could ever trust. So Black doctors are just so, so, so important. So I love that quote from Alexa Canady. And the second quote that I wanted to read from her was, somewhere in your life, there has to be a passion. There has to be some desire to go forward. If not, why live? Alexa Canady, U.S. neurosurgeon, first African-American neurosurgeon. Some would say first woman neurosurgeon. You guys can be the judge of that. Decide for yourselves. Of course, like I already said, there will be links in the description box. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I'm really enjoying bringing it to you. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Hidden Figures.